All right, recording has started. And let's share our screen.
Started.
All right, and let's share our screen. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. I want to welcome everybody to our operational training that we have every week, every Saturday at 10:15 on the head, same bat channel, same bat time, right here at Avenue 29, our new broadcast studio here in Tallahassee, Florida. Today we have a guest. We have Mr. Hopkins in the house. There we go. Mr. Hopkins has joined us here. He has traveled down here to kind of join in with us on our operational training. And actually, like we do every week, we invite you all to come down. If you're in the area, drop in, see us, bring your laptop, log in, and we'll show you how to book freight right here live. We'll show you what we do, how we do, and where we do it at. I want to say hello to our people on Facebook. They've been logged in with us now for about an hour as we do a bird's eye view. We're live on Facebook, and they have a bird's eye view of us every Saturday. So I want to say hello to them, and welcome to all of my Facebook viewers on live. Thank you for tuning in, and we're going to show you all some new stuff here today. As we mentioned before, that we share with the group, with our students, that we need this. One of the things about running a logistics business, or starting your own dispatching firm, or your own freight brokerage firm, or your own freight forwarding firm, one of the things that you need to learn how to do, one of the things that you need to be successful is have multiple resources. This is why we provide so many resources to our students. For those of you who don't know, when our students join our platform, they have no out-of-pocket expense that is required. Now, if they want to go out and get other stuff, that's on them. They're more than welcome to it. We'll show them how to get it. We'll try to show them how to get it at the best possible cost, or how to cut their costs on it as much as we can. But our students are not required to spend any out-of-pocket money when they come into our platform. In other words, they have zero required out-of-pocket expense after paying their initial enrollment. And with that, this is why we offer so many tools and resources. So many tools and resources. Everything that they need to find freight, find shippers, find carriers, book freight, contact brokers, talk with brokers, network with brokers, the contract, professional toll-free numbers, toll-free answering service, e-fax lines, dedicated email addresses, all that stuff we pay for. And on top of that, we plug them into a network of professionals and individuals just like themselves who are doing this every day on a daily basis. They can network with, talk with, share resources with, help each other make money, get advice from, and they have 24-hour access to myself and my staff for private consultation. Now, if you can find another platform out there that's doing that, I say go right ahead and join up with them, because boy, there's some bad people. Okay, but that's what we do. In case you all didn't know. Now, with that being said, today we are starting our new direction in training. Every week we are going to be training on a different load board, because we're getting so many load boards that we have access to now. We've added more load boards in our back office, and we're going to be adding more this coming week. We've got there's about 7 or 8 load boards that we have not added yet, that have been brought to us by our students who are going on to these load boards. They're researching these load boards, and they're bringing these new load boards to us. And I got to tell you, from reviewing some of these load boards, there are some great load boards. There's a lot of not well-known load boards out there, but there are some load boards that have some great features. And I can't wait to get them on there and bring them to you. Before I just toss them onto the platform, we have to do our research on them. First of all, to make sure that they offer the type of things that you all need to be able to, actively go and find freight, find carriers, and be able to book this freight. We don't want to just toss a load board out to you just because it's a load board. We want to make sure that it's a good load board. Make sure it's something that each and every one of you can use. But the students are bringing us different load boards because they practice what we call the giveaway system. As you know, our business is built on a premise that was given to me by an actual billionaire, the secret to building wealth, and that is the giveaway system. And that giveaway system is just to bring y'all up up to speed on how their giveaway system works. The giveaway system is the same thing that Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, all these self-made billionaires, they use this system to build their wealth. And it's the only real way to build unlimited type of wealth. You create a platform, or you find a platform, or you find a business. You develop that business. You pump everything you got into that business, your time, your money. You sacrifice friends. You sacrifice family members because they're going to leave you. They're going to turn their backs on you because you put everything into your business. You're not able to afford to give them the things that they used to have, like, nights out to dinner, a nicer place to live, a nice car to drive in. So all those people who are with you, because of those things, they're going to leave you when you try to build your business. Why? Because all that money you was putting towards that now has to go into your business. If your business is worth anything, you have to pump money into your business to build that platform. So you find a platform, you find a business that you see and you know it has promise, and you pump everything into it. Your time, your money, all your resources. You may have to downsize and move out of your big house into a small area. Like I did, I moved into a storage unit while I built this business. No lie. A lot of y'all saw me on, broadcasting from my 24-hour dispatch unit. I was in there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week most of the time. Why? Because I'm trying to build my business. Why? Because it was cheap, $270 per month. I could park my vehicle inside the storage area. I can set the other part of the area up, the office space, into an office space, microwave, refrigerator. But, I'm living way, way under the way I used to live. So because in order to pump money into your business, you got to take money from somewhere else. Because it takes time for your business to start making money. Now, when that happens, yes, people are going to leave you. People who were there for the wrong reasons, who were there for just the things that you can provide for them, they're going to leave you. So that's what he meant by you have to sacrifice. That's what he meant by you have to sacrifice for your business. And when you find that platform, you pump everything into it. Now, once you've done that, and you lost friends, you lost family members, you've downsized, you're sacrificing, you're not doing the things you normally would do. In my case, as I was staying up late at night, I gained about 60, 70 pounds. A lot of y'all know this. I gained a lot of weight in building my business because I'm up late at night, working on business plans, working on ideas, booking freight, tracking trucks at night. And what do you do at night? You eat. And you don't get very much sleep. So that's what happens. So I sacrificed a lot. But once you make that sacrifice, and this is the giveaway system, this is the part that 90% of the people out there won't get. And this is why they're not independently wealthy. This is why only 10% of the population is independently wealthy, and only 10% of the population is wealthy, and only 1% is independently wealthy. Because that 11%, they understand this. And I need y'all to hear me when I say this, but they understand this. Once you put everything you've got, you've lost just about all your friends. You've downsized. You've been living like a hermit. You've been developing your business. Once you get your business to where it's turning a profit, where you got this business where now it's starting to make money, you got to give it away. Now, that's the part that 90% of the population won't be able to do. Because they have a greed factor. They're going to think to themselves, you mean to tell me I done went through all that, lost my friends, lost my family, lost the one person who said that it was going to be by me through thick and thin, and they left. I've lost my health. I gave up my big house to live in this little hole so I can build this business, and now you want me to give it away? Yes. Because this is how you're going to create wealth. You're going to give it away with one condition. You're going to give it away, and you're going to give it away to as many people as possible. You're not going to sell it. You're not going to pimp it off. You're going to give it to as many people as possible with one condition. Take this, go out, and make money with it. Whatever you make, come back and drop me off a portion of it. That's the one condition. If you can do that, if you can find that platform, if you can create a business, and if you can do that, then you are on your way to creating unlimited wealth. Because the more people you help be successful, the more of them that's going to bring you back a portion of that and drop it off to you. That's the giveaway system. That's the system we practice within this network. Every one of our students who come into this network, they are preached that giveaway system. They are taught that giveaway system. It's in everything that we do. If we have a student who goes out and gets 10,000 loads from a shipper, he comes back and he gives it to the network. he gives it to all the other students. He gives it to them. Why? Because those students have a dispatch agreement that says what? When they sign up a carrier, they get 10% of the load fee. And our agreement is they get 5% and we get 5%. So when that student that finds those 10,000 loads from a shipper who is sending them 10,000 loads per week or per day or whatever it can be, he comes, he gives it to the network. The network then uses those loads to go make money. And when they book a load from it, they still get their same 5%. They're not losing anything. In other words, he just gave them that. And then when they get their 5%, he or she gets 2.5%, and we get 2.5%. They gave away 10,000 loads. But every person who goes out there and makes money with those loads, they come back and they drop off him or her 2.5%. You see how the giveaway works? That's in everything that we do. Even our platform. We give away these training videos on YouTube every week. We give away more information in our free training videos than these other places that charge anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 to join their platform, and they don't give you half the information that we give you in our free videos. Even the stuff that they charge you for don't equal to what our free videos put out to the world. So we give that away. We don't sell it. We don't pimp it. We give that to everybody every week. And then if you want to join our platform, you come in, you pay what? $299.95 for the study guide material, because everyone has to take the basic knowledge quiz. That's what that is for, and that is an enrollment. After that, we give you more stuff. We give away more stuff. So you see how this giveaway system works. Everything is set up on the giveaway. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to have everybody to log into the if you have your login, if you don't have your login, if you are new and you haven't gone through orientation, you won't be able to access our back office. So just follow us here on our webinar, the interactive webinar, and we'll show you how we do things. But if you do have a login, go ahead and log into your back office area at RBBStransport.com. Okay? Go ahead and log into RBBStransport.com. All right? This is going to be your area here in RBBStransport.com. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and send it out to everybody on the screen. That way you have it. All right, we're pasting this onto the screen. Everyone should have it. That's it right there. Anonymous. With the giveaway system, load boards, myself and Charles provide access to thousands of loads. How do we know who use our load boards to book loads, and how are we alerted to the 2.5% fee? All right. How you know who use your load boards if you give away the load? If you go and get a load board, you post a load board, whatever the case may be. Because when each person sends in their invoice to be booked, to be billed, because they have to be everybody who books a load, when they get ready to invoice their carrier, they have to send us all the information. And part of that information is, since we started our new system, is we send out the thing to everyone that says when they get ready to bill for a load, one of the things that we ask for is, where did you get the load from? Okay, or the source of the load. If they say, I got it from Free Freight Search, we know that there's only one Free Freight Search login in the back office. That's another thing. We won't have two logins. There won't be two load boards. There won't be one load board offered by two individuals. In other words, if two students have access to the same load board and they both present their load board to be posted in the back office, we're only going to post one of them. That's the one that came in first. We won't have competing students on the same load board. You understand what I'm saying? So, in order to get one of your load boards or your load access or your loads posted to the back office for the other students to have access to, it has to be a load board that we don't already have in the back office. It has to be loads that we don't already have that's being posted from those loads, from those back office. If you're bringing in loads from a shipper or from a broker, it has to be loads that we don't already have access to. If you're bringing us loads that we already have access to, the person who gave us the first access to the load is the person who's gonna have those loads posted in the back office. I hope that answers your question. Hi, Aaron. It was said anonymous. I don't know why that is. Who is this calling? Everybody wants to call during the broadcast, and I have to let them know that we are broadcasting live.
Extension 2 to accept. Press 1 to send.
This is Calvin with RBBS. How can I help you?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. We're in the middle of our live broadcast, so is there something I can help you with real quick, or do you want to call me back?
How long should I call you back?
We'll be done at about 1 o'clock.
About 1 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll call back at 1 o'clock. It's about broker, get my freight broker, becoming a freight agent.
Okay.
I'm currently a truck driver.
Yeah, we love to bring you on board, but right now we're in our live operational training for our students. If you want to look us up.
I'll call you back at 1.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
All right. As I mentioned before, we have people joining up every day. All right. So, but I hope I answered your question there real quick. Let's get through this, and then afterwards, as we're going, we'll try to get to as many of these questions as possible. But let's go ahead and get to our training so we can go over this, some of the stuff that we have in the back office. All right. Yeah. Once you're in the back office, like every week, you notice we have our stuff that we have. We have our agreements, contracts. Again, dispatch agreement. This is it. Okay. This is for 99% of you all, because 99% of you all do not have a broker's bond. If you have a bond, if you are a bonded broker, you would not use this agreement. If you are a bonded broker, you would use the one that says broker carrier contract for brokers only. We have some brokers who are in with our platform. We have some freight forwarders who are in with our platform. Most of you are independent dispatch firms. We suggest that everybody come in as an independent dispatch firm so that we can show you everything we have to show you, and we show you how to, if you're gonna come in if you have a bond and you want to participate on the entire scale of everything that we do, contact me by just calling us up, and we'll do a private consultation with you, and we'll let you know the legal steps you have to take to be able to do this on that level and have access to everything. Because if you're doing it as a bonded broker, there's only certain things that you can actually be able to do because of the restrictions that are put upon you by having that bond. There are some advantages to having a bond, but there are also some disadvantages, in my opinion, in having that bond. So if you are a bonded broker, contact me outside of our broadcast, and we'll do a private consultation with you and show you how we can help you remedy that problem. All right? All right. I'm not going to go over these agreements. Make sure you pull them up and you read them. If you need to see these agreements in detail, go and watch our last video training or the one before that, and we go over these dispatch agreements line by line, word by word, frame by frame. So log on to us on YouTube. Look for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center on YouTube. It'll pull up it will pull up our channel. You can go in and you can review these by reviewing our past training sessions where we go over these dispatch agreements. Okay? Tools and resources. Search shippers. Here again, we provide unrestricted access to the federal government SIC code site. You just click on that area in the back office. You put in what you're looking for. We're going to put in ice cream. The ice cream man is coming. Anybody watch that? Eddie Murphy Raw? But I watched that the other night, and I tell you what, I still laugh at that. I don't know about y'all, but you know, I used to want one of them. What's that pantsuit he had on? that purple and whatever that. I wanted one of them bad back in the day. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I wanted there was them heels on them boots. They're looking like prints. All right, y'all just got an insight as to my psyche. Scary. But anyway, yeah, I wanted one of them bad. Okay. But anyway, on this ice cream tip, We're looking for some ice cream. All right, so ice cream. If we put in ice cream, it pulls up all these shippers that ship ice cream. Thousands and thousands of shippers. I'm using my Donald Trump impersonation. Thousands and thousands of ice cream shippers in the back office area that you can access here. All right. So you put up these ice cream shippers, you find one of them, you click on it, and it takes you right over to the area where it shows you who they are, where they are, gives you all their contact numbers, phone number, fax number, gives you the website address. You can contact them by email, unless you know that they are a distributor. It gives you a little profile of what they ship, how they ship, and all that good stuff they ship. They ship popcorn carts, they have hot dog carts, they have ice cream push carts, they have beverage dry ice, they have ice, they have they have a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, that's what they ship. Those are their products. And it also has the area down here that tells you how much they pay carriers to ship products. They got Hawaii on it. They ship products. I'm just going to, look, I just want to see this because it's on here. It says Hawaii. I want to see what they charge. I want to see what they pay a carrier to ship some ice cream to Hawaii. So we gonna test this because it's on here. So I just gotta see what that is. All right. It says here. Oh, they ship by the pail. It's called a pail. I don't know what a pail is, but it's $360 a pail, $420 a box. Can you imagine how many boxes you get on a truck? Or better yet, you either got to get put on a ship or a plane, right? Yeah, you imagine how many boxes of ice cream you can put on a ship. That's some serious paper. Some ice cream can move to Hawaii. But the SIC code site shows you that, and we give you access, unrestricted access to the SIC code site. You're not going to get a better source for leads than you get from here because you have access to over 19 million plus shippers. So those of you who are wondering, how do I get access to the shippers? Here you go. I don't care what it is you're looking for. If it's dirt, put in dirt. If it's shoelaces, put in shoelaces. If it's ice cream, put in ice cream. It is going to pull them up. It's going to give you all the contact information. It's going to give you the profile. It's going to tell you what they pay shippers, what they pay carriers, starting out roundabout to move products from their location to any state in the United States. Now, for all these places that want to sell you a list, you can tell them where to go and tell them how to get there because you have access to every shipper in the United States. Every shipper in the United States, you have access to it. And these federal government SIC code sites, they're updated monthly to add new shippers and take out the ones that are no longer there. So you have to worry about buying this list and you got this dead space on these lists because in the past, I have bought lists. And about 40% of the names or companies on that list are no longer in business. They're dead numbers. So what's the point of paying $250 to $500 for a list of 10,000 shippers when only 5,000 are actually active shippers? You understand what I'm saying? So why not get you a direct access to a government site that lists every shipping company that pays taxes in the United States? If they got a tax ID number, they're on here. 19 million plus of them. Okay? That's what you all have access to. All right? So if you wonder how to find shippers, there you go. That's how you find your shippers. All right? So you covered that. All right. Same thing with brokers. You want to find brokers, click on that same link. It'll take you over to the area where you can research brokers. You can click on one of the brokers. It tells you who they are, where they are, use all their contact numbers. It comes down here and tells you about what they pay to what their average loads are running for. Here's one here. Flint Hills Logistics. Okay? Out of Kansas. Gives you all the information. Again, tells you who this broker is, what they do. And down here it tells you what they pay, what their normal rates are, or what their normal loads are for running loads up to New Jersey. For a bale, $95 a bale. For a pallet, $95 a pallet. Partial dry van, $1,800. That's a partial dry. That's a partial dry van, $1,800. Listen what I'm saying. That's a partial dry van, $1,800. So they're paying a lot of money to move these. Looks like they're one of these companies that moves like it says bale. It may be anything from peanuts to hay to any type of wheat, barley, or I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that's probably what they deal with primarily. But it's telling you right here that they pay a lot of money. All right. Contact those brokers, pitch them, let them know, and I'm gonna give you a quick pitch for a broker. I call up a broker, and I'm gonna think, and you're gonna be the broker. Okay. We're gonna let Mr. Scarlett be the broker. I call up broker. Wait a minute, hey Mr. Broker, how you doing?
All right, fine.
I see here you got some bills of pay that you all primarily broke out.
Yes,
is that correct? And by the way, my name is Calvin Butler. I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers. We're about 300 dispatch firms strong across the United States, and we have access to thousands of trucks, all heavily insured and experienced in moving your type of freight. I think, and I'm positive, by looking at your product and knowing what type of access that we have, I feel confident that we can help move a minimum of 25% to 35% more of your loads every single day. And the great part about this is it's a free service to you, because I'm an independent dispatcher, as in everyone within our network are independent dispatchers, and we are all paid by the carrier. So it doesn't cost you one dime for us to help you move more of your freight.
Okay.
How does that sound to you?
That sounds pretty good.
All right, great. What I need to do is I'm going to shoot you over my email address. All I need you to do, there's no contract to sign, anything like that. I just need you to start, I'm sending you your load list every morning. Or if you have a load board, if you want to give me access to that, either way, we help you move your freight. Now, you see how that pitch is? That's your basic pitch to a broker, okay? And actually, that's your basic pitch to a shipper, because you as a dispatcher are not paid by the broker. You're not paid by the shipper, right? You're paid by the carrier. And a broker is not losing any more money than he's going to be paying out anyway to whoever books his load, because he's going to be paying that same amount of money to that carrier. He's not paying any more money to cover your fee. Why? Because your pitch, how much money do you need to move your truck to the carrier, covers your fee, right? Everyone knows our pitch. How much money do you need to move your truck? All right? If you don't know our pitch, it's in the back office. Okay, there it is right there. How much money do you need in order to move your truck? Pull it up, access our pitch, read it, learn it, and learn to apply it. Okay? Learn to apply it in a way that's natural and that's you. Don't try to make it sound all professional. Don't try to make it sound all Charles Monday. You know, I like picking on Charles because you know, I'm telling y'all, man, Charles is getting ready. Charles is getting ready. We probably won't have old Charles to kick around much longer, because Charles is getting good at what he does, and it's getting close to that time, and you always gonna see Charles out there with his own thing going.
I'm here.
And hide his own people, right, Charles?
Yeah.
So y'all better hook up with Charles on while y'all can.
They already doing it. Everybody calling me, man.
But see, that's a sign that you know what you're doing and that you're building your platform. Because pretty soon you're going to have your own network connections, and you're going to do what this platform was intended to do, to take you from being a student to being your own business owner.
Right.
And you know, hey, that's all I got to say. As you know, in my Forrest Gump voice, that's all I got to say about that. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. All right, but this is the pitch, and as a matter of fact, this is presented by Mr. Charles Mundy. As you all can see here, he actually went ahead and drafted this from the pitch that I was brought to him that we teach, and he took it upon himself to go ahead and draft a copy of this and put it out there for you all to either send out as an email, preferably for you all to call up the carriers and make your pitch live and in person over the phone so you can hear your voice. So I'm telling you, emails, as Mr. Mundy will tell you, emails do not equate into dispatch agreements getting signed. Follow-ups and calling these people and talking to them and letting them hear that pitch come from you, that is what gets them to sign up. That's what gets them to sign your dispatch agreement, because they have to hear the conviction. They have to hear the commitment in your voice. They have to understand that you are the person that they need, the person that they've been missing, to help them get the loads that they want, paying the money that they want, going to the places they want to go, and how they want to run. You understand? So That's what you all need to be getting across, and you need to be able to do that by actually calling people up. You can't just send out mass emails, because I promise you, you're not going to get the return that you were thinking you were going to get. All right. Let me get to some questions real quick here before we get too far behind. Okay. Well, we haven't gotten. Okay, great. We'll just some comments. Ha 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 ha. Aaron. Okay. Said understood. Thank you. All right. Real quick here. Let's go back. Looking back. All right. Also, if you want to know what to say to these shippers and stuff, we have a script here for you. We have a general script. So if you're not comfortable with speaking to people, or if you have a kind of a mental block, sometimes that happens. I used to stutter real bad when I was a kid. Sometimes y'all will catch me, getting stuck on a few words here and there, but nothing like I used to be. I used to be so bad till they had to rush me to the hospital a couple of times. I actually stopped breathing a few times, and they had to resuscitate me because I literally choked to death on my own words. Okay, but that's because of all this stuff I had going on in my brain, and I can't seem to get it out. So when I was younger, I didn't know how to formulate all the stuff that was going on inside my head, because I have this autographic memory where I learn everything I hear. I don't have to study it. I don't have to read it. If I hear it, it's like download it. So as a kid, when that was happening, I had all this information bottled up inside my head, and I'm trying to verbalize it, but it's running through my brain faster than I can speak it, so it was causing me to just choke up on my words. I'll believe it or not, but that's what was happening. So, but through some counseling and as I grew older, I learned how to dissimulate, not assimilate, but dissimulate some of the stuff that was being brought into my brain, that was being learned on just by me hearing it. I learned to push that aside, and then be able to recall it just when I need it. So, and that only came with time and counseling and being shown how to do that. But anyway, but like I said, every now and then I do get a little pushback on the stutter. But this is your script. If you want to know what to say to some of these people when you call up the shippers and stuff, if you have problems verbalizing yourself, send them the script. You can copy and paste it, send it to them, or you can read it to them. But before you start reading it to them, make sure you learn it. Kind of go through it, learn it, make sure you understand it. Basically says, why should you partner with a member of the RBBS National Network of Dispatch? By the way, we've changed the name. The name now just says National Network of Dispatch. If y'all didn't notice that on our back office website, when you log into the website now, it no longer says RBBS, because we don't want people to start associating us with you, because we're here to help you build your business. You're not here to help us build our business. So after speaking with my partners at the law firm, we all came to the agreement that we were going to take RBBS off of it and commit to just promoting you all, and just promoting you all as a network, because that's what you all have hired us to do. You haven't hired us to promote RBBS, so we decided to take the RBBS off of it, and it basically just says National Network of Dispatchers, and it says that presented by RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Okay, RBBS Transport LLC is no longer going to be associated with the platform or publicly, so that we can promote your business and not our business, because that's what we're hired to do. And legally, they said we had to do that because of the way we're set up with the SEC filings and things like that. I can get into talking about that all day long, but for those of you who don't know, the SEC kind of runs things. If y'all don't know what that is, that's the Securities Exchange Commission. They're the police. They're the popo for all corporations, all businesses. The people that put Bernie Nadar, what the guy is, in prison for hundreds of years. The guy that did y'all know what I'm talking about, the Nadar scandal. That was the SEC. Okay, the SEC. They're the financial popo. Okay. So if you do something, if you are a corporation, an LLC, incorporated partnership, If you step out of line, if you violate any of the rules and laws set down by the SEC, they will come and get you. Okay? And when they come, they ain't trying to build a case. They already got a case. Okay? So you kind of want to stay out of their spotlight. So that's why we make changes sometimes. This is why I partner with a law firm, so they can help keep us legal and help us to avoid some of the pitfalls that other businesses fall into when dealing with those types of companies. Okay? Yeah. Bernie Madoff, that's right. So Rita just let me know Bernie Madoff. Oh, by the way, Miss Mitchell, I need your cash tag. You have money coming. It's payday for you. So one of your carriers paid their bill. So please send me your cash tag so I can pay you. Okay? so we can get your money sent to you. All right? It's your payday. All right. Real quick here. All right, she says I got the message. Good. Kevin McCrae says, after we branch off from RBBS, are we legally allowed to tell shippers or brokers that we are with a national network of dispatchers? You can, because we do keep you all with our network of dispatchers. Even though you're no longer under our platform and training with us, we still list your company as one of the ones that's within our network. Why? Because you got your start here, and unless you tell us, I don't want to be a part of the network anymore, then we'll remove you. But if you're part of the network, you're part of the network. You're still, me and Mr. Monday, we had a conversation about this the other day. You will still be allowed to be able to network with and share your loads with and share your resources with members of the network. If you want to use the network to move more of your load, you can still come into the network and use the network to move some of your loads. But just know that if you come in and you give the network, if you use the network to move some of your loads, that person, whatever your dispatch fee is, if your dispatch fee is still 10%, if you drop it down to 7%, you're gonna owe that network member their 5% or their 5%. So be aware of that. Be aware of that, because that network member still gets their 5%. Because if you're choosing to operate within the network or use the network, you are practicing the giveaway system. Okay, you are still practicing the giveaway system if you use our network, because that's the way we operate. Okay, so that network member still gets their 5%. Okay, or still gets, so if you drop your fee to 7%, guess what? Network member gets 5%, you're getting your 2%. If your fee is still 10%, network member getting 5%, you're getting 5%. Now, are you paying me or us? No. Because you graduated outside of the platform. You're no longer calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning and getting my advice. so with that being said, you don't owe me anything once you leave the platform. Once you graduate out the platform, you don't owe us the logistics learning center anything. Okay? We only get a cut while you're under our training platform, under our consultation. Now, if you want to come back and consult with us on a case-by-case basis, yes, give me a call. We can talk about that, because there is a per hour per fee. Okay, there's a per hour fee for consultation for those of you who graduate outside of the platform. Okay, and it's booked at a 2-hour minimum. Okay, just handed down by the law firm. Y'all know how lawyers do it. You call up a law firm, you want to consult with them, you got a 2-hour minimum, and they charge you like that. So that's how they set it up. All right, but no, if you graduate outside of the platform and you still you're still part of the network, you're only paying those individuals within the network. We will collect that for them and pass that fee on to them. Because they're still on our platform. If they are not still on our platform and they are just another firm who has graduated and you all are still networking with each other, if you are bringing a load over to them and they are using their carriers to run that load, you owe them 5%. Okay? That's how that works. All right. Fair enough. Anyway, back to this script here. This is your script. Make sure you read it. I'm not gonna read it. If you want to hear it read, go back and watch some of the videos, the last 2 videos that we did, and we'll see how we go over this line by line, word by word, frame by frame. But make sure you pull it up and make sure you read it. All right, so get out of that. All right, also down here you have your workflow. Everyone, please, 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 please read this workflow. Follow it. This is how you get a load from point A to point B. Point A being dispatched out, point B being getting paid. Okay? And this is everything in between that you have to do to get that load from point A, dispatched out, to point B, getting paid. Okay? So please read that and follow that. Please read it, learn it, follow it. Print it out, put it up in your home office somewhere, frame it up, whatever you got to do to remind yourself of it, use it. Okay? Because if you skip steps, there's a chance you may not get your money. Okay? If you leave stuff out, there's a chance you may not get your money. I'm just being honest with you. If you send over stuff, also, while we're on the subject, if it's time for you to get paid, if you contacted the broker and the broker has told you the pay voucher has been issued to your carrier, or the broker contacts you and says, I have a pay voucher for your carrier, that's payday, right? That's time to get paid. When you send over your invoice request to invoice the carrier to us at dispatch at RBBStransport.com, by the way, everything goes to dispatch at RBBStransport.com. When you send that over to us, make sure you put in the heading, in the title, in the subject area. I don't care if it just says it's payday. Make sure you indicate that we know that this is your pay request. Because if you just send over the information and you say something like carrier agreement or contract agreement or something like that, the interns who don't know you, by the way, are going to look at it and they're going to say, oh, that's another carrier agreement. Guess what? They're going to file it on the carrier agreements. If it says contract agreement, they're going to, oh, another contract agreement. They're going to file it on the contract. They're not even going to put it up because it's a carrier agreement. They file it on the carrier agreement under your name. Therefore, your pay didn't get processed because you didn't let them know that this was payday. So please, at the top of that, in the subject of that, put, if you just want to put payday, and then put your name and your extension, you know, and your information, and make sure you include all the stuff that needs to be included. What? All the stuff that needs to be included. A copy of that signed dispatch agreement, a copy of the rate confirmation, a copy of the BOL. Okay, that's the receipt that the carrier gets when he drops the load off. So a copy of that BOL. Okay, in the body of that email, you need to put everybody who was involved with that transaction, your name, phone number, and email address. And when we say phone number, we want your cell phone number because we're going to send you a text about your pay. That's how we're going to pay you, either text and by email. We send you out your pay where you can just click on it from your text message or from your email, and you deposit the money right into your account. But in that body, I need your name, phone number, email address. I need the carrier's name, cell phone number, email address, DOT number. I need the broker's phone number, MC number, email address, and cell phone number. And I need the load board or the source of where you got the load from. If you got it from one of the other members, state load originated with Charles Mundy. Load originated with Aaron. Load originated with Miss Pernell. Load originated from TNT Freight Search in the back office. Load originated from such and such load board in the back office. Include that type of stuff because that's the things that we're going to need. Okay? So from now on, that's how it needs to be broken down when you send over your request for pay so that we can make sure everybody gets what they're supposed to get when they're supposed to get it. Good deal? Good deal. All right. Yep, I'm going back to my ba-da-ba-da-ba. That's my thing. It helps me to fill in the blank space so my mind don't work overtime. Oh, yeah. The attorneys have contacted me about the auto hauling. Okay, I'm supposed to be having a meeting with them Is it this week or next week? I gotta check my calendar. I think it's this Thursday, coming up Thursday. If not, it may be next Thursday. And they're supposed to be giving me the rundown on how we can legally operate on Central Dispatch and how we can legally operate in the auto hauler. It's not going to be like everyone else is operating because we are not everyone else, and we are not. Most of you are not brokers. And with the way auto hauling is set up, it is catered towards brokers, and it's set up for brokers. But they did find a legal loophole of how we can operate, and they're going to be breaking it down to me and explaining it to me either this week or in the next week. And then I am going to, of course, break it down to you all, and we're going to set it up to how we can make it happen within our platform. So get ready for that. It's coming. All right? That is coming. All right. All right. Load board. Today, from this point on, every week, we will be training from a different load board. Okay? Every week, we will be training from a different load board. We covered this earlier. Those of you, we don't use 123. If you want to use 123, contact me and I'll show you how to get on with 123. There are ways you can get on to 123 by using your carrier that you are signed on with. If you are signed on with your carrier, because if you look at our dispatch agreement, it tells you that that you represent the carrier and that the carrier is already in your dispatch agreement. That a carrier is to let you use their MC number to access load board or to set up an account with the load board, so you can find them better loads, find them high paying freight. Okay, that is one of the conditions of operating on load boards. It is one of the guidelines which they have to let you, one of the mandates that they have to let you operate as a dispatcher on load board if you are representing your carrier. And that's what all of you do. You represent carriers. That's all you do. You represent carriers. So contact me outside of this training, usually Monday through Fridays. But if you feel a need to contact me on Sundays, if you feel compelled to, if you feel driven to, go right ahead. But let's try to keep it Monday through Fridays. Okay, so contact me and we'll have a private consultation, and I'll show you all how to set it up with your carriers. But basically, it's real simple. If you have a carrier who's under contract, call that carrier up and say, "Hey, Mr. Carrier, this is your dispatcher. In order for me to find you some good paying freight and some higher paying freight, I'm going to need to go ahead and get a couple more load boards. I'm just letting you know I'll be paying for those. Now, if you choose, if you want to pay for it, you just let them know, say, hey, I'll be paying for it, so it's not going to cost you anything, but I need to use your MC number to set that up, and so I can find you more higher paying freight. I'm trying to sign up with several different load boards that have some good prominent freight, and I like to get access to that type of freight so that I can present that to you in your load option. Now, if you presented that to a carrier that way, there's little to no chance that carrier is going to say, well, no, I don't want you to use my MC number to find me no high paying freight. See how dumb that sounds? You know, so if you put it to them the right way, you know, they're going to say, oh, okay, well, great. Yeah, my MC number is this. And also inform them that those load boards will be contacting them to verify that you are a representative of his trucking company, that you are representing his trucking company, and that you are contracted to find him freight, and you are authorized to access those load boards under his MC number to find freight. Okay? And when you do that, you can look for freight for all your carriers. See how that works? Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. All right. But if you need further explanation on that, call me during the week and we'll go over that with you. All right? All righty. So load board training for 1, 2, 3. And as y'all know, we have a lot of load boards in the back office. We are adding about 6 or 7 more this week. So within the next 2 weeks, look for a lot of more load boards to be added. We've got about 7 or 8 of them that we're reviewing right now, and we're going to try to have them reviewed and up on the site, up on the back office site by this week. So that's what we're going to try to do. So be patient. They're coming. More and more access is coming. But as you see right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 load boards in the back office right now. So that's plenty enough load boards. Plenty enough load boards for you all to access. And we need you all to start using all your tools and resources. Please, 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 we need you all to start using all your tools and resources. Okay, don't get so hung up on one load board that you forget about the others. Don't get so hung up on using one resource that you forget about the others. Learn to use all your tools and resources. Because if you build your business around what? One resource or one tool, what happens when that supporting business goes out of business? Or if that supporting business goes out of business, then what? You're going to shut your doors? No, you're not. Because you still got what? Bills to pay. Right? Some of y'all got families to take care of. Shoot, some of y'all may have 2 or 3 families to take care of. So let's not get caught up on using one load board or one tool or one resource to build your business around. Okay? Never, ever, ever leave your business vulnerable to being hijacked or being controlled by one resource. All right? So with that being said, let's get on with this week's training of Trucker Path. We're going to go to Trucker Path. Okay. For those of you who have back office access, you already know what the login is. We're going to get on Trucker Path. Now, Trucker Path is actually a pretty good load board. It was one of our first load boards that we worked with. I've used Trucker Path in the past. I use Trucker Path really to find a lot of carriers. And I'm not going to lie, I'm guilty of it. Okay? I come clean. I am guilty of not searching for loads on Trucker Path like I should have been. But I got on there this week, and boy, they impressed me. They got some stuff on Trucker Path that's good, great. By the way, but let's go in here and look. Now, if you're coming to Trucker Path and you're looking for trucks, okay, you can load it with a truckload. Truckloads for brokers, truckloads for carriers. If you're looking for trucks, you're going to click where it says truckloads for brokers. Okay? This is where you find trucks. All right? You're going to click on that. You get out of this. You're going to sign in. Because it already has us signed in. Now, you notice here it says loads. We don't have any loads posted. We're still trying to figure out their format for uploading mass number of loads. Because I'm going to be honest with you. We've got about 5,000 loads that's going to be loaded up here every day once we get this figured out. And I've been working with them. We've been going through our load postings and trying to figure out what the problem is on our loads that we're trying to post to them. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to post each one of these loads one by one. That's 5,000 loads every day, or at least every week. We're trying to figure out a way to post our loads for the entire week. It's about 5,000 loads that we post every week. And once we get that figured out, this section right here where it says load, it'll be full of nothing but our loads. Once we get that figured out. Because right now, I'm going to show y'all what we're looking at in trying to get those loads. I'm going to show you what they look like. Documents. RBBS loads. Where them loads at? Where them loads at? RBBS. Where is the RBBS documents? Hold up here. RBBS documents. Where's the RBBS documents? Give me a second, y'all. All right, here we go. RBBS documents. All right, this is it. These are the loads that we're trying to load up in the back office area. I think this is it. I think this is it. I think this is it. But we've got to, as y'all can see, that's a lot of loads, man. Hold up here. So as y'all can see, that is a lot of loads. And these are the loads that y'all see all those loads? Now, I'm not putting those in one by one. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. And that's a short list. I'm not going to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and be up till about 8 o'clock in the morning trying to put all these in one by one. And that's a short list. But that's what we got. That's what we're faced with on having to post every week. You know, stuff like that. And give you another one here. Updated load availability. And here's another one. This is another list that we're trying to get posted. And we're trying to get these things posted every week. And I'm not about to. I'm not about to try and post all these things every week, one by one. Okay, and that's a short list. But as y'all can see, that's what we're faced with. But we're trying to work that out. We are working with Truckers Path to try and figure out what's going on. Every time we try to post it, tells us this line is corrupted, or this line has an error, this line has that. So we got to keep trial and error, posting them, and then seeing what the feedback is from the system on what's wrong with the load post, and then we got to try and find a way to correct that. Then we have to repost it back to. So it's tedious work. Okay, it's a headache is what it is, but that's my headache. So we'll get that figured out. Once we get it figured out, you'll start seeing loads being posted in here on 123. In the meantime, loads are still posted onto All Freight Connect. Loads are being posted onto the other load boards too, that we're going to be posting them in. So we're going to be posting those just to generate calls from those load boards, generate some incoming calls for you all. Now, the reason why we're on this page right here, because this is where you go to find trucks. Remember, when you go into Truckers Path, you click Loads for Brokers. And this is how you find trucks. If you're looking for trucks, you click Loads for Brokers. Come over here, then you click, when you get to this area, after you sign, you get to this area, you're going to click where it says Truck Search. Now you'll notice when you get the Truck Search, it pulls up all these trucks. These are all the trucks that are in a certain area. And you can pull them up by the type of carrier. Right now it has all of them. If you want to pull up just flatbeds, guess what? You're going to click off of any. You're going to click on just flatbeds, and you're going to search flatbeds in all states. Available flatbeds in all states. If you want to pull up just a certain state, you want to look up Alabama, see how many flatbeds are in the Alabama area right now that they have that's available. You're going to pull up that right there. You want to click on California. You're going to click on it. You're going to pull up California. If you want to click on, again, all states again, you're going to click on all states. Now, if you want to click on all trucks, if you want to click on all trucks, you're going to click the any, right? And then if you want to click a certain area again, just Alabama, click on it again, and it pulls up all different types of trucks. All right? You see how that works? So that's how you can actually pull up trucks, contact trucks, and pitch them if that's what you want to do. Now, the question came up. All right, what if a driver is listed on here, and he is with a carrier group, he's running under someone else's authority? Okay, that was the question. The question came up, and what if you call up a driver, and he owns that truck, but he doesn't own the authority? In other words, he is working for a larger carrier group, but he is an owner-operator because he owns that truck. That truck is his business. And I'm going to give you an example. When I bought my own truck, and I was leasing my truck through Western Express. This is when I first started, I was just leasing a truck through Western. It wasn't even my truck. It was Western Express truck. And I was leasing it. But because I was no longer a company driver, and I had to pay for my own fuel and my own expenses, I was established as a business. I could set up my own business, which was RBBS Transport LLC. And I ran that leasing truck under RBBS Transport LLC. I paid taxes on my business separately from Western Express under RBBS Transport LLC. Therefore, in their leasing department, they allowed me to go and look for my own loads. I could find my own loads. So if I chose to hire Mr. Hopkins here as my dispatcher to help me find. I hired him as an independent dispatcher. And I said, Mr. Hopkins, I need you to help me find some high-paying freight. But every load that you find me that I book and run, and get paid for by Western Express, I'm going to pay you 10% of my pay. Now, notice what I said. I'm going to pay him 10% of my pay. I'm not paying him 10% of Western Express's pay. This is not an agreement between Western Express and Mr. Hopkins and me. This is an agreement between me and Mr. Hopkins. This is an agreement between RBBS Transport, LLC, and Mr. Hopkins, who is my dispatcher, who I've contracted to find me freight. So if my cut for Western Express is 73 1/3%, which means if I run a load of my cut and the pay from that broker is $3,000, Western Express gets that $3,000. Western Express then sends me $2,600. Mr. Hopkins gets what? 10% of what? $2,600. Because my agreement is between me and Mr. Hopkins, not with Western Express. Okay? That's how that would work. So if you have a truck driver, Justin says, is it hard to get loads booked for owner-operators that just got their own authority, being that they won't have the history? I ask that in just a second. But if you have a truck driver who is working for a larger carrier group, and that carrier group is paying him a percentage of the load fee, but he is an owner-operator, he just doesn't have his own authority, you can contract with that driver because he is a business owner. And according to the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, any licensed business owner can hire an independent contractor to perform a certain portion of their work without that contractor having to be in privilege that allows dispatchers to be in business. That's why you have millions of dispatch firms now that don't have to have a DOT number, don't have an MC number, don't have an authority, don't have a bond, don't have to have insurance, because we are only performing a portion of the job of what a carrier needs, and that's just to find them loads. We don't take responsibility for the load. We don't insure the load. We don't pick up and drop the load. We just find the load. We don't even distribute money. We don't control money. All we're doing is finding loads, presenting them to the carrier. That carrier says, I want that load. The carrier picks up and runs that load, and the carrier pays us when he gets paid. That's what allows you to do just that. Okay? Excuse me. We're in a meeting. We have been booked out until 1 o'clock. All right. But we are dispatchers, so we only are getting paid by the carriers. Okay, we get paid by the carriers. Therefore, they can only. This is what allows you all to operate in the industry. Okay, is that little loophole, if you want to call it that. Is that little loophole that the SEC says that this is how businesses are conducted and how businesses are ran in the United States. All right. So yes, you can contract a carrier who does not have his own authority, or a driver or an owner operator who doesn't have their own authority, and they are running under someone else's authority. Okay, and that's how you do it. All right. Now, the question of Justin Sontag, I hope I pronounced this right, asked, is it hard to get loads booked for owner-operators that just got their own authority, being that they won't have a history? Is it hard? Not really. It is a little bit more, it takes a little bit more patience, and it's going to require you to search a little bit more, because here's what's going to happen. And the best way to deal with that is to get them loads from brokers. Okay, don't try to go to shippers and get them loads, because if you go directly to a shipper, most shippers are going to want you to have at least 6 months of season. Okay, if you go directly to brokers and get your loads from brokers, you have a better chance of a broker accepting that carrier or that owner operator. Okay, because that broker may have certain loads that they have that he can run, and they may have loads that he can't run. So if you go directly to a broker and you looking at a certain load, and that broker says, well, on this load, and this is how brokers are going to put it, they're going to say, on this load, they are required, which means his contact, his shipper, who he's getting that load from, is required 6-month season. So then you say to that broker, all right, do you have any loads that don't require 6-month season that this carrier can run? And that broker will say, oh, yeah, I got plenty of loads that don't require. But see, you have to ask that. Closed mouth never get fed. You know, ever heard that? Your mom and daddy never told you that? I know your grandparents told you that. Closed mouth don't get fed. So you have to ask that question. When you're talking with brokers and they tell you, oh, well, this carrier didn't qualify for this load because he doesn't have enough season. Well, then you turn around and ask, okay, what loads do you have in the loads that would allow this broker that this carrier can run? We need to start getting this carrier some experience. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you approach that. Okay. I hope I was able to answer that for you. By the way, that's the same thing that happens to brokers. Okay, brokers, they're more sympathetic towards that because they understand it. Because when you come in as a new broker, guess what? You can't get signed on those shippers for the first 6 months because you are a new broker. And shippers won't work with you unless you have 6 broker training courses and pay these thousands of dollars and get your bond, and you pay another, $3,000 or $4,000 for your down payment on your insurance, and then you got to pay $360, $380 a month on your insurance premium. You got to pay another $310 a month on your bond premium after you done spent $1,800, $1,900, $2,000, and $3,000 up front on your bond, and another $2,000, $3,000 down payment on your insurance premium. So you're in the hole for almost $8,000, $9,000, and you're paying out $600, $700 a month, and you can't book no freight because you can't get no shipper to sign on with for the first 6 months. Actually, it's for the first 8 months because there's a 45-day waiting period just for your bond to be activated. So, and that's something that they don't tell you. This is why we try to tell you all, if you're coming into this, come in as a dispatcher first. Learn the business, build up some clientele, get some money coming in your pocket on a weekly basis and a monthly basis, and then when you're ready to break off and do your own thing, activate your bond and start doing it that way. Because now you've got cash flow, you got a way to generate income while you're going through that seasoning process. Okay, this is what we advise you to do. Now, advice is like everything. You can take it or you don't, but that's the advice. It's on you. You want to take it. All right. Okay. So this is how you find your carriers. You call them up. You're gonna pitch them the same old pitch. Hey, Mr. You're gonna click on it, and it pulls up. You click on it, and it pulls up the information about that carrier. Okay. You click on it. It tells you this is a reefer guy. This is a reefer. DOT number, MC number, email address, phone number. You can click on here to see the authority. You can click on here to see the operation. You can click on here to see the safety rating. All that stuff is right there. Look at that. See, y'all didn't know this stuff was on Trucker Pad, did you? See? This what happens when you start using all your tools and resources. You put up all the information about that carrier. Pull up the insurance, all that. Look at that. Pull up the insurance, all that stuff. You got it right there. You pretty much got your carrier packet right there. So if this carrier signs up, you got everything you need on them right here. You see how useful that is? So it can help you save time in other areas. The operations, all that type of stuff. If they're intrastate or interstate, acceptable, if they're acceptable, all that stuff. It's all right here. Okay? Now, once you call them up, you say, hey, Mr. Who is this? EMC. Mr. EMC, how you doing? My name is Calvin Butler with the National Network of Dispatchers. I see you down there in Alabama right now. You know that in the National Network of Dispatchers, we're about 300 dispatch firms strong spread out across the United States. And currently right now, we're looking at, I I got all kinds of loads leaving out of Alabama, that are paying some good money. Okay. Now I got one question for you. What's that question? How much money do you need to move your truck? Remember, that's our pitch, right? How much money do you need to move your truck? I actually lead off with that. When I call them up, hey, how you doing? Hey, I see you down there in Alabama. All right, let me ask you a question, man. Yeah, what's that? How much money you need to move your truck? That's how I start off my conversation. And they're going to say, well, shoot, I got to have. They say, why? You a dispatcher? I go, yes, sir, I am. Well, shoot, I got to have, $2 per mile. $2 per mile? Okay. Does that include your, what you got to pay the company you're running for? Well, no, they get 20%, so I get 80%. All right, so that's $2.20 per mile. You got to have, right? Yeah, you're right. I got to have $2.20 per mile. Okay, does that include your fuel surcharge? No, fuel surcharge is another 3.25%, about 3.5%. So that's $2.23 per mile, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and make it $2.25. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So y'all do it like that, huh? Yeah, we do it like that. And my fee is 10%. So let's go ahead and make that $2.35, right? Now, what about your factory company? You got a factory company? Oh yeah, I got a factory company. They got their hand in my pocket too. Everybody trying to get a piece of the dollar. You're right. So so what you pay on your factory company? Well, shoot, they get 5%. So that's $2.40 per mile, right? So you need $2.40 per mile to move your truck, right? Because $2 per mile, or $2.20 or $2.10 per mile, got to go in your pocket, right? That's what I need. Now you're gonna notice he's gonna sound surprised by that because he hadn't figured that out yet. He didn't even know that we could do that. So you're gonna say to him, all right, so here's what I'm gonna do for you, sir. I'm gonna look for loads that's only paying $2.50 per mile or better. All right? If you tell me you don't want to go up in the mountains, I'm only gonna look for loads that keep you out of the mountains. I want you to look for loads that's on the bottom half of the United States. If you tell me that you want loads that's running more than 600 miles, I'm only going to look for loads that's running more than 600 miles. So guess what? When you see my number on your caller ID, you know I got the kind of loads you want, going to the places you want to go, paying the kind of money you want to get paid. How's that sound to you? You see how that pitch works? I don't care what load board you're using. I don't care what resource you're using. That pitch works every time. Across, I don't care if you went out to the truck stop. You went down to the local Flying J, or what's other one? Flying J, Loves, Pilot, TA, Petro. If you just went to the truck stop and you stop a truck driver, hey man, let me ask you a question. How much money you need to move your truck? Watch what that truck driver tell you. Why? You're a broker? No, I'm a dispatcher, but how much money you need to move your truck? Well, shoot, man, I gotta have $2.50 in my truck. I don't move my truck unless it's $2.50. All right. Does that include your rush card? Does that include this? And watch how they look. So y'all do it like that? Yes, sir. We do it like that. Watch how they respond to you. As a matter of fact, that's your all's assignment this week. You all's assignment this week is to go to a truck stop. Okay, if you have one in your area, Pilot, Flying J, whatever, go to a truck stop. I'm going to make it a point sometime this week. I'm going to go to a truck stop and I'm going to film myself walking up the truck drivers. How much money you need to move your truck? That's going to be the assignment this week. I want everybody, if you're able to, go to a truck stop and engage actual truckers and ask them how much money do they need to move their truck. All right? Matter of fact, go to the truck stop, take your laptop, plug it in, set up, and operate your business from that truck stop sometime this week. Okay? Caesar says he has done that. Exactly. And notice when you start conducting business, people hearing you on the phone talking about loads and how much money you need to move your truck and how we can get you this and this. Notice how people start looking at you. Pretty soon somebody's going to walk over to you and say, excuse me, are you a broker or are you a this or what? And before you know it, you're going to have people sitting down with you. You're going to be telling them about your business, passing out your business cards, your flyers, or whatever. You're going to be showing them stuff on your computer on how you can find them freight, get them the higher paying freight here, get them the higher paying freight there, and watch how other people start congregating around you. And before you know it, you got a bunch of people all around you, and y'all talking about what? Booking freight. If you don't believe it, try it. If you don't believe it, says, do I say I am a dispatcher instead of a broker? Yeah. If you're a dispatcher, if you are a broker, and you're operating on our platform, remember, if you're operating on our platform, you may want, because remember, when you all contact me, I show you all how to set up your dispatch business separate from your brokerage, okay? Because legally, you have to set it up completely separate, and you literally have to put your bond on hold, okay? In order because you cannot operate both at the same time, okay? You're getting a little too close to that fire, okay? You don't want to get burned. You get a little too, when you try to operate both at the same time, you get a little too close to that fire. You're skirting the rules and the regulations. All right? Like Caesar said, you got to be transparent. Exactly. Be transparent. If you are a broker and you want to operate as a dispatcher, you got to put your brokerage business on hold. Literally, you got to put your bond on hold. Put your bond on hold. Don't use it. Don't promote it. Don't operate as a broker at all. If you're going to operate as a dispatcher, set up your dispatching business, get you a separate EIN number, go ahead and file and separate your business, completely separate, use a different address, everything. Get you a different phone number, different email address, completely separate, different name. Okay? And then you put that other business on hold, that brokerage business on hold until you build up your clientele with your dispatch business. And then after you build up your clientele, then you want to activate your brokerage business. You want to activate your brokerage business, and then you can either put a partner in place to run your dispatch firm, and you can just be a partner in it and still have an active say in it. But it is essentially being ran by a separate person, and there's a separate business, and that's how you can legally do it without getting yourself in trouble with the Federal Motor Carrier Association or getting yourself in trouble with the SEC. Now, if you all need to discuss this more with me, give me a call. I'll sit down with you, and I'll go with you. Now, you're going to have some of these armchair lawyers and armchair and backseat corporate attorneys on Facebook and everywhere else and on these truckloads like, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do, and then you ask them what the SEC is, and they say, who? Okay, my point exactly. Enough said. If they don't know what the SEC is, then how in the hell are they going to tell you about how to run a business? All right? Our partners are actual lawyers. They keep us up to date on how to be able to do this legally. That's why you have so many brokers that I get calls from and I get email threats from. I've had some actual death threats from other freight broker traders. Because remember, we give away a lot of stuff that they charge for. and they don't like that. Some of them don't like that too much, but but that's where it is. We've had something that's come up, so, we're gonna get you shut down. We're gonna get this. Go right ahead, knock yourself out. Do your best. You won't be the first. You ain't gonna be the last. Cause guess what? We here to stay. Okay, so I mean, it is what it is, right? But give me a call, and I'll show you how to do that, and I'll give you the same advice that the attorney gave me, and show you how to and walk you through it all. All right? All right. But this week, the assignment is go to a truck stop, engage actual truckers, owner operators. Walk up to them. Hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. I'm an independent dispatcher. I got one question for you. How much money do you need to move your truck? As a matter of fact, I would introduce myself. If I were you, I would introduce myself. My name is Calvin. I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers. Now, what does that do in their brain? When I say walk with the truck, I say, hey, my name is Mr. Hopkins. I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers.
Thank you for that. Big size business.
Yeah. Not only that, they may think you're representing a network of dispatchers. You're there for some type of special cause. So guess what? They're gonna stop taking time to talk to you. Oh, national, yes, national. I was with the national. Now if you bring someone in that little camera and they're recording, or they got their tablet and they're recording you too. Guess what? They really don't want to stop and talk to you. Then they're like, oh man, what's going on here? You see how that is? You go up to them and say, hey, my name is Mr. Hopkins. I'm with the National Network of Dispatch. And we want to ask you one question, a couple of questions. Are you an owner operator? Yes, I am. How much money do you normally need to move your truck? Now, they don't think they got a platform to tell the world how much money they need to move their truck.
Right.
Oh, shoot, I got to have at least 225. I can't move a load less than 225. Because remember, a lot of these truck drivers are already upset about these new rules, about these new hours of service, and the loads not being paid as much as they should be. So when they see you there, they're going to assume in their head this has something to do with that. Now, you didn't say that. You ain't going to correct them. Let them assume what they want to assume. But you just making a point. You ask the question, how much money do you normally need to move your truck? And they're going to go right into it. Well, shoot, I need this because I got these new hours of service. And they're going to tell you all their problems. Got these new hours of service. I need this. I need that. I need this. All right. When they get through pouring out their problems to you, you're going to say to them, look, we understand. No, what their problem is, they got a problem with the hours of service. They got a problem with this. You're going to say to them, look, at the National Network of Dispatchers, we understand. We understand that not every carrier can move their truck for the same amount of money, can move loads for the same amount of money. Because, like you said, you have expenses that only you have. You have bills you have to pay. You have your truck maintenance costs. And the high cost of fuel is going up every day. So with that being said, we cater our load search to your pricing requirement. In other words, if you tell me you need $2 to move your truck in your pocket, and you're paying your carrier group 20%, we're going to add 20 cents on to what we look for on the load. If you tell me you want to cover your fuel in that, if your fuel surcharge is 3.25%, we're going to add another 3.5 cents onto that $2. If you tell me that you got to pay your factory company up to 5% just to get the money that's already owed to you, we're going to go ahead and cover that for you also too. And of course, our fee is 10%. We're going to cover that. So we are going to look for those that's paying $2.45 or better. In other words, actually, I'm only going to look for those. We're going to look for those that's paying you $2.50 or better. Now you see how you talk to that guy, and he's seeing your concern. He's seeing your commitment to him. He's seeing your commitment to finding them higher paying freight. Now, what do you think the chances are when you talking to that truck driver and you say to him, you tell me you want loads that's going more than 600 miles, I'm only going to look for loads that's going more than 600 miles. You tell me you want loads that keep you in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas, I'm going to look for loads that's running in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. So you know, when you see my number in your call ID, I got the kind of load you want, going to the places you want to go, paying the kind of money you want to get paid. Would that work for you? Damn right that'll work for me. Hell yeah, but I want that. That's going to be the typical response. Because this is our pitch. This is it. This is our product. That's our product. It don't matter where you go to pitch that product, whether it's on a load board, whether it's at a truck stop, whether it's at wherever. You can go to a Walmart out back where they loading up the trucks at, go up and talk to the driver and say, hey, Mr. Driver, how you doing? How much money you need to move your truck? I'm making this point to bring one thing onto the forefront. Do not block yourself in or corner yourself using one resource. Don't do it. Okay? Don't get caught slipping using just one resource. Okay? If your internet went down and you didn't have access to no load boards, what you gonna do? You gonna close up shop? You gonna close up shop? No. Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna go to a truck stop. You're gonna talk to people. You're gonna go to places like Walmart and places like that. You're gonna talk to people. And you're going to do what? Pitch. When you get in front of them drivers in your area right now, how many truck stops are in your area. We got two of the biggest ones here. We got Flying J and we got Pilot. That's it right here in the Tallahassee, Quincy area. Hold on. Everybody wants to call Calvin.
2. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
This is Calvin with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You reached us right in the middle of our operational training. And how can I help you? Okay. What I would do is, as soon as I finish up with the operational training, I'll go in and check the intern's email address and see why yours didn't get processed. And if it's in there, I will make sure it gets out to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to tune back in to the training.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. But yeah. But don't get caught in using one resource. Don't build your business on one resource. Learn how to use the look. If you learn the script, if you learn our pitch, if you learn our product, our script, our pitch is all the same thing. How much money do you need to move your truck? Okay, that's our pitch. How much money do you need to move your truck? Okay, that's the only product we have, really. The only product you need. And no matter where you deliver that product, it works. I don't care whether you live it at a truck stop, if you go to if you go to a load board, if you go to a social media site, no matter where you go to find truck drivers, and you deliver that pitch, it's going to work. And I'm telling you something else. It works even better when you're in person. It works even better when you're in person. Because when you're looking at somebody, you shaking their hand, you got them eye to eye, and they're spilling out all their problems to you. You listen to them talking about man, they're trying to run me out of business. They got me on these hours of service. How am I going to run load and I got a certain time to do it? I can't make no money. I can't do this. I can't do that. When. They cry. And you say it to them, oh, come on. Nah, dear. I understand. Because we, the National Network of Dispatchers, we understand. That's the next thing. At the National Network of Dispatchers, we understand. We understand what you're going through. We understand that everybody's trying to put different to your pocket. We understand that the government is putting more rules and regulations trying to stifle your business. We understand that they're trying to push you out of the truck and push these computers in so that the computers can drive the truck. We understand everything you're going through. We understand that the fuel prices are going higher and higher. We understand that you got these factory companies that's getting money from you, getting money from the broker, and sometimes they're getting money from both y'all on the same damn load. We understand that. That's why we cater our load search to your pricing needs. That's why we ask you the question, how much money do you need to move your truck? You see how that works? Okay, but that's how that works. Aaron asks, drivers ask me a lot, do we have factoring and how much of a percentage is it? What do I tell them? Tell them, no, we don't factor nothing. We don't have factoring. You're a dispatcher. And how do you have factoring? You can't even control money. All right? Remember, you're a dispatcher. You do not control factoring. You do not have factoring. You do not offer factoring. All you offer is what? I find loads that are paying good money and offer it to my carrier. That is what you do. Now, if they want factoring, ask the broker about factoring. The broker controls money. The broker can turn them on to factoring if they want factoring. Okay? But you don't offer factoring. You're not a broker. You're not a shipper, and you're not a carrier. Now, here's my thing on factoring. When drivers start asking me about factoring, I tell them, say, all those are automatically factoring, because they are. What broker you know is going to wait 90 days to get his money from a shipper? Anybody know a broker that waits 90 days to get their money from a shipper? Anybody? Anybody? Please tell me. Because when we were brokered, we had our loads factored. And correct me if I'm wrong, but 99% of the loads you all are getting for your carriers, you're getting them from where? Brokers, right? So if a broker is not waiting 90 days to get his money, the broker's already having that load factored. Isn't that load already factored? So the broker puts that, I'm paying $3,000. That $3,000 is what's going to what? The shipper. That's going directly, was going directly to the carrier. That $3,000 that broker posted, this load is paying, is going to the carrier, which means that $3,000 is already factored. And the money that carriers get is going to come directly from the broker, $3,000. It ain't going to be $3,000 minus 5% for factor. It ain't going to be $3,000 minus 2.5% for factor. It's going to be $3,000. Okay? $30, $100 bills. That's what it's going to be. However you want to put it. Factoring is already done. Why? Because the broker has probably got $5,000. So that's probably what he got for the shipper. Because remember, only a broker can change the amount of money that's being paid out. Only a broker can control money. Only a broker can disperse money. That's why he's a broker. That's why he has a bond. That's why he has to have insurance. You understand what I'm saying? So that broker's already factored his money. Why? Because he wants his $5,000 as soon as possible. He's not going to wait 90 days to get his $5,000 from that shipper. So he's going to go ahead and get a factory company to factor his $5,000. That factory company is going to charge him his 3%, 1%, 2%, or 5%, which means he's going to get his $4,800, $4,500, $4,600, whatever it's going to be. Then he's going to pay what? That carry his $3,000 of his money in his account. What broker you know is going to risk his business being shut down because he owes a carrier an extra $1,500 or $3,000? You see what I'm saying? Ain't no broker going to risk his business by not paying the carrier, because if the load is already factored, there is almost no chance, there is almost zero chance that that broker is not going to pay that carrier. So why in the world would a carrier want to refactor a load again? Does that make sense to you? And in a lot of cases, it's the same factoring company. So the factoring company is now getting paid 3 to 5% for factoring the load off of the broker, and now this dumb carrier, or this, I don't want to say that word, this uninformed carrier, okay, this uninformed carrier wants to go in and have the same load refactored again by the same factoring company in a lot of cases. So the factoring company is not just is making 5% of the $5,000, then it's making another 5% of the $3,000. Is that hustling backwards or what? And I've tried to explain this to a lot of carriers. Some get it, some don't. But that's hustling backwards. I'm sorry. Okay? Yes, I am blunt. I put things the way it is because that's just how I am. Like I told y'all before, this ain't Bill Cosby, Jello pudding type training. This is Eddie Murphy Raw and Dave Chappelle type training. I give it to you raw, I give it to you like it is. Alright? So, no, we don't do factoring. The brokers do factoring. If they want to do factoring, do factoring. If they want to contact the factoring company, contact the factoring company. Now, if you want to set up something with a factoring company, where the factoring company pays you a referral fee for referring business to them, have at it. Every carrier that calls you up and asks you about factoring, say, yeah, I got a factoring company for you. You're going to send them over to Capital One Factoring or somebody else? Or what does it say? Yeah, here. Call these people up and tell them I sent you. Or here's a link. Because some of these factoring companies will give you what's called a embedded link, where they sign you up like it's called signing up for an affiliate program. It's basically just a fancy word of saying referral fee. All right? But they give you a link. So when someone calls you up and asks you about factory, you send them that link, they click on it, it has your code embedded in it. So if that factory company signs them up, guess what? You're getting whatever percentage that they promise you. They promise you 10% or 5% from their from all their factory loads every month. Then have at it. That could be another side business for you if that's what you want to do. So if you want to find a way to provide that type of factory, contact these factoring companies and ask them, do they have an affiliate program? Okay? And then they'll give you a link. They'll set you up. So every time somebody asks you about factory, you send them that link. They sign up. Guess what? You just create some residual income for yourself. All right? But that's all I have to say about that. All right. So remember, the assignment this week, go out to a Flying J truck stop and let's engage some of these people in person. At the same time, learn how to use this bam. Learn how to use this trucking pad. All right, learn how to use the trucking pad. Now, once you've gotten the carrier to sign your dispatch agreement, okay, you send them a dispatch agreement, you've done your follow up, all that good stuff. You've been more aggressive on your follow up call, and you got them to sign that dispatch agreement, and they send it back in. Now you got stuff 4 or 5 carriers. They'll sign your dispatch agreement. Now you got to find them some loads. But you got their profile sheet in. They're telling you how they want to run, where they want to run, and how much money they need. So now it's time for you to do what? Find them some loads. What you're going to do is you're going to go back out in the Truckers Pass. In order to get back out, you got to put in truckerspass.com again. Okay? That's the only way for you to get back out. You can't just click on Truckers Pass. It's not going to take you back out of that, broker. Go back up here. You're going to look for truckloads for carriers. Because now you're looking for loads for your carriers, right? That's what you're doing. You're looking for loads for your carriers. So you're going to go out here and click search online. You're going to click on search online. And you said you got a carrier who is in Alabama. A carrier who is in Alabama. He's in Alabama. And he says he wants to go. Now, one thing you cannot do on here, you can't search by the map. At least I haven't figured it out yet. I don't think you can. I called them on it. They're supposed to be calling me back and let me know if they have that feature. But you can't search by the map. So what you got to do is, you got to search by the state or the destination. Okay? If you got a carrier that told you, I want to go Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi. All right? If he's in Alabama right now, if you say he says Texas, if you gotta pull them up each. You gotta go to Texas. See if he wants to go to Texas, you're gonna click Texas, and then you're gonna search loads in Texas. They say he wants to leave. What's the date? Today is the date? Day the 14th. So today is Saturday, which means you're gonna look for loads leaving out on Monday. All right, here we go. Yeah, 14th. So 16th. Look for loads leaving out on 16th. All right. Let's say he is a flatbed. So you're gonna click off of that, and you're gonna click flatbed. You're gonna click on flatbed. All right. You're gonna click find loads. Looking for loads leaving out of Alabama going to Texas. All right, it's going to pull up all the loads leaving out of Alabama going to Texas. Now remember, this guy told you he wants a certain amount of money, right? So if he told you he needs $2 per mile, he's for $2.35 a mile. What you're going to do is you're going to click right here where it says the price, and you'll pull up where it says in the sort by. You're going to pull up price. Now here's the great thing I like about this: you can sort by price, you can sort by weight, you can sort by deadhead. What is deadhead? Deadhead is the number of miles you are traveling from where your point is to where the load picks up at. That's called deadhead. It means you are empty, so you are deadheading to go pick up your loads. So if you want to look at it by the distance, the shortest distance between of you driving empty van to go pick up a load or empty flatbed to go pick up a load, you put in deadhead. That's going to show you the shortest pickups, the closest pickups to where you are, okay? But if you want to look for price, which is what you're looking for, you're going to look for price. It's going to immediately pull up what? The loads that's paying price-wise. Now, here is what I love about Truckers Pass. Watch what happens as we start looking at some of this stuff. It does what's called real-time updates, okay? And some of the other load boards don't do that. A previous load board we would use and we won't mention just didn't do real-time updates. So if they had a bunch of loads in, let's say if there were 50,000 loads posted on that load board, because they didn't do real-time updates, 80% of the loads could already be booked. but they're still on the load board. So you all were calling a lot of loads, and I did this too. You all noticed it. You were calling a lot of loads that were already gone, but they were still on the load board. Truckers Pass does real-time updates. If a load is not available, it is going to take it off. And you may be looking at a load, and all of a sudden it disappears on you. That's because that load just got booked. Also, as you're looking at loads, you'll see other loads being added on to your search area. These are new loads that are becoming available as you are searching for loads. That's what's great. That's one of the great things I love about this load board. It's a real-time update, so you don't waste time calling on loads that's already gone. You know that if that load is here and if it is showing, it is available. Okay? That is tremendous time saving. But let's go through this. You're looking at the load. Here's one going to Corpus Christi. All right? From Alabama. It's a 920-mile trip. It's paying $25.50. And you can do the calculations on that yourself. It's paying $25.50. And y'all watched what's that? What's the movie? No. It's All About the Benjamins.
Oh, yeah.
34, 25, 14, 17. Yeah, 5 minutes. But anyway, that just all popped up in my head when I'm looking at this. Look at this thing. Yeah, 34, 25, 17, 45, 57. Anyway, but that Mike Else boy, he's got to be the most underrated comedian out there. That boy had me laughing hard, laughing hard. But anyway, but you can do the calculations on this money for the load yourself. Let me see here. About the price. Let's see what we do when we hit this about the price. All right. To book a load, you need to call a broker or negotiate about price. So it tells you right there, these prices are negotiable. Now, this is actually a pretty good paying load. 900 some odd miles, $2,500. Anybody care to do the math on that? Let's see if it does it for you. Does it do it for you? And another thing I like, when you click on it to pull this up, look at what it does. It shows you the direct route of where to go. Now, if you want to click to show the weigh stations, guess what? It shows you where the weigh stations are. Right? You want to click to see where the truck stops at, so he can schedule time to stop and do what's called it. Look at that. It shows you where the truck stops are. You can click all the way in. Look at all these truck stops between San Antonio and Alabama, where he's going. If you want to view the map, look at that right there. It pulls it up. You can view the map. So this allows you to be able to send your truck driver stuff that they normally not used to getting. So when they decide that they want this load, guess what? When you send them their after they chose the load or whatever this is and that, when you send them over the confirmation sheet, you can send stuff like this to them too. You can screenshot this, upload it, email it to them. What are you doing? You establish yourself as a type of dispatcher that they don't normally see. They don't normally get this kind of stuff from another dispatcher. So what's that telling them? You ain't your average dispatcher. You know? You that mother. That's that mother right there. That right there. That's just Mr. Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins. That's that mother. I'm telling you. That man found me some load. He sent me a map, showed me all where the truck stops at, showed me where the weigh station's at. Man, that's that mother. That's how you want your carriers to talk about you. You don't want to be, he just another dispatcher. Now, you want to be that mother. Y'all know what I'm talking about. As they say in Shaft, what they say in Shaft? What is it, Shad? You know the song. You know what I'm talking about, Shad?
I know what you're talking about.
Hush your mouth. I'm just talking about Shad. You know the song? Come on now. Anyway, I bet y'all know that Shad song, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they know that Shad. Anyway, hey Cap, can you do van at 250? D, you can do van at 250. But we'll do van at 250 D since you requested. Let's see, van. Full load. We're doing van at 250. Now remember, you all can go on here and do these things yourselves. But let me finish this one up. If you want to know the broker's phone number, it has the broker's right here. If you want to know the phone number, click where it says show phone number, and it pulls up the broker's phone number. And all you got to do is call that broker up. Okay? Now, here's another great thing. Look at this right here. This makes it easy for you to double your money. So you're finding him a load going from where? From down here in Texas, somewhere around San Antonio. No, I got no MMA. You know, I got bookings in Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Alabama. You know, the Ike Turner. You know, Ike Turner told her that. Nah. You gotta get up out this bed. You just had a baby, but you gotta get to work. So anyway, y'all like my impressions? That's okay. Y'all a tough crowd, but it's all right. Though it's all good. Y'all don't like my impressions. But anyway, you got these loads going from San Antonio, going up to Alabama, right? But it's showing you backhauls. Look at this right here. Backhauls from Corpus Christi, Texas. So that's what the load's picking up down there in Corpus Christi. But it's showing you backhauls. Okay? It's showing you that if you want backhauls going from Alabama, right, to anywhere, it's got 397 backhauls. You click on it, it's going to pull them up. If you want backhauls going from Alabama, take that back. Going from Corpus Christi, because that's where you're going. You're going to Corpus Christi. Going from Alabama down to Corpus Christi. So if you want backhauls going from Corpus Christi to anywhere, it's got 397 loads that are going back to anywhere from Corpus Christi. So you can find him a way in and you can find him a way out. Okay? If you want backhauls going to Lorette, Alabama, that's going where? Exactly back to where he just came from. So if that's his home and he wants to go directly back to where he came from, it's got 3 loads that is going back to where he came from. But all you got to do is click on it, and guess what it does? Look at that, like magic. It pulls up those loads that's going back to where he came from, or close to the area within a 200-mile radius of the area of where he came from. Here's one that's 129 miles closer to where he came from. Here's one that's, you see what I'm saying? It's giving you the loads that gives you a way back for him, or gives you a way in and out. And that's called backhauls. And that's called doubling up on your what? Your money. So you can book him a load in, and you can go ahead and book him a load out. So now you have a platform or a resource that allow y'all to be calling me about, well, I got drivers that ask me about backhauls. I got drivers that ask me about finding a way out of Florida. Drivers ask me about finding a way. Now you got it. You had it all along, but because you were only using one resource, you kind of went to sleep on this resource right here. So from now on out, we ain't going to be sleeping on no more resources. We're going to be training on every load board, a different load board every week. Okay? So Trucker's Path, as you all can see, gives you a way to double your money off rip. You find a load in, find a load out. Find a load in, find a load back. And you can go ahead and present him with the load that he's interested in, plus you can present him with what? A backhaul back out or a backhaul somewhere else. Now you got an 80 to 90% chance of that guy booking what? 2 loads instead of 1. Which means your money just what? Double up! That's your bank looking good, ain't it? When you do it like that. Okay? So, Learn to use these other load boards. I guarantee you, if you take the time to start researching all the load boards that we give you access to, if you start taking the time to go in and look at each and every last one of them, you'll find that each of them offers some stuff that is great. Each of them offers stuff that you're going to need, also that you can use to do what? Make more money. Put more money in National Hip Bank. So that's the only bank that matters. All right? All right. All right. Now y'all start to see what I'm talking about when we're talking about these load boards. And not going to sleep on just using just one load board. All right? But there's that load right there. Okay? Then you got other loads. Here's another load. It's going 940 miles, picking up outside of Appleville, Alabama, going down to San Antonio. That's going to fit for him right there. Here again, you can pull up some truck stops. You can pull up the weigh station for him. You got the Backhauls going back out. Anything going out of San Antonio. You got 505 loads that's going out of San Antonio. You got 4 loads that's going directly back to Abbeville. You got 1 load that's going to anywhere in Alabama. On the 17th, you got anywhere loads going out 100 to 102 locations. You don't have anything going out on 17th back to Abbeville. So you see how that works? That's how that works. So you find the loads that work for him, right? Now you got an opportunity to find him not just the loads that work for him, find loads that work for him, and find him another load, either get him out of there or going back. So some of you will say, well, I used to like the feature of this load board because this is what you lose on one load board, you make up for on another load board with another feature that's just as good. You understand what I'm saying? So in other words, learn to use all your tools and resources. Okay? Anonymous, this is going on Trucker's Path and choosing loads for care. You doggone right it's going on. It's not just on Trucker's Path, but it's on all the resources that we. If you all take the time to start looking at each and every last one of the load boards and start learning how to navigate each load board, you'll find that there are other features on those other load boards that are just as good, that's going to surprise you just as much. Okay? And look, this business is wide open. Look, when I tell y'all this is the best kept secret in America, that's exactly what I mean. With these types of tools and resources, with the things that you have at your disposal to help you make money, I don't know any other industry that gives you as much access to stuff that helps you make money. I don't know any other platform than the one that we offer you all that gives you all this type of training, this type of up-close, impersonal access, and this type of access to the training, the consulting, everything you need to make money. And we don't ask for you anything up front other than your enrollment fee. After that, you all ain't paying nothing to access to this stuff. You know, you all don't. But let's face it. You know, you pay for it when you make money with it because that's the giveaway system. We give you all this stuff so you can go out and do what? Make money and come back off and drop stuff off half. That's the only condition. That's the giveaway system. All right? All right. But as you can see, this is how you find the load. Let's go back and find that, that what you call load. What's the name? That van load. Van load. That van load. All right. Alabama to Texas. Find the load. You got vans. You ain't got a whole lot of vans leaving out today from Alabama to Texas. On the 16th, you got 9 exact matches going from Alabama to Texas. On the 16th, let's look at the price. You only got one that's showing the price, that one right there. The rest of you got to call. There's one that's showing $1,725 is what it's paying. It is going 726 miles. That's a little bit. That's almost 250, ain't it? close to it. Let me do some calculating. That's almost 50%. Let's see what that is. Let's see what the numbers say. We got. Some of y'all got to break out these calculators now. I know y'all got spoiled on some of them Lobo that did this for you, but break them calculators out. 1725 divided by 726. 1725 divided by 726. That's $2.37 per mile. All right, so that's close. But remember, these are negotiable. Call up that broker. Say, hey, got to carry this load. They got a lot of stuff they got to pay for, so we need at least $2.60 per mile. Can you come close to that? Or can you get that for me? Now you say you need $2.50, but you're gonna ask for $2.60. Always ask for 10. Always ask for 10 cents or more higher than what you need. Okay. I need at least I need $2.60 to make this work. That broker come back here and say, I don't know if I can quite do $2.60. Well, what school you can get me to it, man? Talk to me. Let's make this happen. I can probably do $2.45. Come on, man. You can't give me another 7%? 7 cents? Maybe $2.52? Can you do some business? $2.55, $2.52? Come on, man. Talk to me. Help me out. I've been trying to get this carrier done for a minute. He's a good carrier. And, I just signed a new agreement with him, and I'm trying to impress him. So, I know we're gonna be doing some more business with him. So help me out. He may say, well, I can get you $2.45, $2.49. I might be able to get you $2.50. All right, if you can get $2.50, then I can make that work. You see how that negotiation goes? That's what you got to do. Sometimes. But in all actuality, what you got to do is do what? Just go to another loan board. Like D says, 237. Yeah, that's 237, D. But in all actuality, all you got to do is do what? Like that load is right there. Go to another load board. You got 7, 8 load boards that we give you access to. Go look on one of the other load boards and find that load that's paying that $2.50. You see how that works? Or you do what? You go to the Sitco site, you pull up the brokers, you call some of the brokers, and you pitch them. Say, hey, how you doing? My name is Calvin Butler with the National Network of Dispatchers, and go through that little pitch, and they say, oh, I like that. That's good. I got a couple of carriers right now, and I'm trying to find a load, but you got a load leaving out of Alabama going towards Texas, paying more than $2.50 per mile. Now, if you call that broker, you ask him for that, he can say, yeah, I got some loads that match that much cost. And you shoot those over to me, I think I can get a bunch of them booked today. Oh, yeah, I'm going to shoot them over to you right away. What are you doing? You're killing what? A couple of birds with one stone. You're establishing yourself with that broker as a go-to type person because he's looking at you like, man, this guy here, go get him. He just called me. He told me he got some trucks ready to move some of these loads right now. You establish yourself with that broker as a type of person who's a go-getter, who has trucks ready, and you're ready to move some stuff right here, right now. You're not just calling up trying to get a broker signed on so you have a bunch of loads in over. And you're doing what? You're actively finding a load that's right for your carriers who's ready to run a load at that price. What we're trying to do is get you all to learn that you are now business owners. Start thinking on the level of a business owner. You all don't work for us, okay? So get out of that mindset of working for someone because you all don't work for, if anything, we work for you. You have hired us to show you and to teach you how to be independent business owners. Independent logistics entrepreneurs. That's what you're here to learn how to do. Okay? So we need you to start thinking in your mind, framework your mind around being a business owner and using all your tools and resources, everything that you have at your disposal, and seeing how you can make those things. You can mix and match certain tools with certain resources and certain things together to help you accomplish what? Booking loads for your carriers and making money. That's what it's all about. Okay? And that's what we're here to teach you how to do. All right? So, now you found those loads. You got about 3 loads that matches in, and you got backhauls to go to. So now you turn 3 loads into what? 6 loads. Boy, look at here. Does that work for y'all? The ability to turn 3 loads into 6 loads with these backhauls that you get that you got here that shows you the loads going there and getting them out of there, and now you got a resource to show you how to get in and out of them tight spots. Drivers say, I don't like going down there because I can't get no backhaul out. Well, hold on, let me see what we got for you. Oh, I'm showing you right there. If you go down there, I got loads right now. Just leave it out there the next day. I go ahead and book you on right now. So I can book you in and book you out. Oh, well, shit, you can do that? Yes, sir. You see how that works? You see how that works? You bring them in, and you show them the way out. You bring them in, you show them the way back. Get paid coming and going. Everybody likes to get paid coming and going, right? I know I do. Pretty sure y'all will too. Everybody likes getting paid coming and going. So let's start concentrating on getting paid coming and going. All right? All righty. All right. Y'all liking this truckload all right now? And y'all feeling this truckload right now? Talk to me. Let me know y'all feel me on this truckload.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Good. Good. Great. Great. So y'all starting to see the advantage of exploring the other resources that we have. Because if you like this, and I've gone through several of those load boards. If you like this, there's some stuff on some stuff that we already got in your back office, and some stuff that we got coming up that's gonna really blow you away. So once we post these other load boards that we got coming up, that's presented by Mr. A whole bunch of people. We got Mr. Robert Jackson, who's normally not on because he's not into using technology. He don't even get on Facebook. He don't do none of that stuff. But we got him coming. He got some stuff that he's sending over to me that we're reviewing right now. But from the initial look at it, I mean, he's got some serious stuff that's coming up. He's actually also got a load board that he accesses the way he can help you all book some of them Hotshot loads. He says he is specializing in Hotshot, and that if you got in a Hotshot carriers, he wants you to send as many Hotshot loads over to him as possible. 2 things will happen. If you don't want to deal with the Hotshots, you want him to deal with them, turn them over to him. He'll book them, do all the paperwork. He'll get 5%. You'll get 2.5%. If you want him to just provide you, if you want him to just find a load for you, if you call him up and say, hey, I need a load for such and such and such, he will find a load for you and turn it over to you, and then you book it, you do all the paperwork for it, you get 5%, he get 2.5%. You see how it works? So if you turn the Hotshot driver carrier over to him to where he is now finding the load, booking the load, doing all the paperwork, doing the invoice and everything, he's going to get 5% of the load fee. You're going to get 2.5% for referring the Hotshot driver to him. If you just wanted him to find the load for him, you'll be able to contact him. He'll find the load for you, let you know what the load is. Here's the load. Then you take care of booking it, all the other stuff. You get the 5%. He gets 2.5%. All right. So a lot of y'all been asking me about Hotshot. Before we always said we don't really deal with them because it's kind of hard to find loads for them. But now you have a way of finding the Hotshot. Hold on a second. That is actually one of my business partners, Michael Jones. Mike, I'm right in the middle of not orientation of operational training. We're live right now.
Okay. Hi,
All right. That was Mr. Michael Jones, one of the partners in this little venture thing that we do. He represents the law firm. One of them guys in suits. Anyway, Mr. Michael Jones actually got his start as a bail bond. He has a bunch of bail bonds, companies, across, pretty much, South Florida. Who? Mike Jones. You in trouble? got locked up. Who you gonna call? Mike Jones. So, hey, his name is already built in branding. I mean, you can't beat that, right? Everybody knows who you gonna call. Mike Jones. So anyway, that's how he used to do his commercials for his bail bond thing. And quite naturally, he got a lot of business bail bond. And that's how he got connected with the law firm. And he actually is the person that actually got us connected with the law firm, so we can get in. So we can he actually introduced us to the law firm to make the pitch to them, so that they can fund us for our funding to start all this. But anyway, there you go. Give a shout out to Mike Jones. Anyway, all right, questions. All right. Tony Washington, always in control with a little researching through your free databases. Exactly. Connections too. Calvin, if I am correct, this site does not calculate CPM. How do you calculate? Break out your calculator. You divide the miles. You divide the rate by the miles. That's how you get CPM. Rate divided by miles. If the rate is $1,000 and the miles is 100 miles, 1,000 divided by 100. That's going to give you your cents per mile. You understand how that works now? 1,000 divided by 100. If the rate is, let's see here, give me an example, 22, 12. All right. If the rate, let me clear this out. If the rate is $1,000 and the miles divided by is 100 miles, that equals what that equals? That's $1 per mile. I might be something wrong. Hold up here. The rate is 1750 divided by. Hold up here. Let me make sure I got that right. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. 17. Let's say 17. Come on now. If the rate was 1750 and the miles was, yeah, that's right. That would be $10 a mile. If the rate was 100 miles and the pay was $1,000, that would be $10 a mile. That would just be a good paying freight. That would be. But if the rate was $1,000, if the rate was $17.50 and the miles were $6.20, that's $2.82 per mile. You said, yeah. So yeah, it's the rate divided by the miles. Yeah, that was right. It's just that $10 when I said $1,000, I forgot. It's only 100 miles. That's a lot of money for that. But on average, so if you have $1,000 rate, you're probably going to be looking at about 300 miles minimum. And if you divide that by 300, of course, you got, let's say 320 miles. Of course, you got $3.13 per mile. All right? You see how that is? So that is right. Rate divided by miles. Okay? All right. Justin, what happens if you book a load and the carrier backs down or can't deliver? Then you're going to look bad with your broker or your shipper. I mean, I'm just letting you know. So make sure that you explain to these carriers. Now, what happens to you legally? Nothing. Okay? If your carrier, because remember, you're only representing the carrier in finding them a load. But you are going to look bad with that broker. That broker's probably not going to want to, that broker's going to be, it's going to raise some apprehensions with that broker the next time you call them up. You understand? So, and that's just the nature of the business. You know, if you make them look bad, they got a bad impression of you. What do people always tell you? You never get a second chance to do what? Make a first impression. That's just how it is. You never get a second chance to make a good first impression.
If you don't come out of pocket, if that happens,
no. I mean,
You still make the money?
no, you don't make nothing. If the load can't get delivered, guess what? That means that carrier ain't gonna get paid, right? The carrier don't get paid. That's what you don't get paid. Because remember, you want paid by the carrier.
Oh, they'll send another truck out and unpack it and put it to another truck.
But that broker's got to find another truck for what?
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Or if you got another truck, or if you can find another truck, try to remedy the situation. But chances are what's going to happen is if you got a bad carrier, that carrier says, I woke up this morning, I had a hangover. I can't make it. You know what my advice is to do? Cut that carrier loose. Don't call them with no more loads. Because if he did it that time, he's gonna do it again. It's just a matter of time before he's gonna do it again. Because this is not the first time he's done it. Okay? It's not the first time he's done it. It's gonna happen again. Now, if it's something that's beyond his control, it's something that's beyond his control. But driver got in an accident, man, and totaled the truck on his way down there. Well, woke up this morning, I couldn't get the truck started. I don't know what happened to it. Or somebody stole my truck. You know, those are things that can't be prevented. But if this is the type of driver that's calling you up, well, you know, I thought about it, and I don't think I want that load. So after you made a commitment, you changed your mind on it. Oh, well, I found another load that was paying better, so I decided to take that. And you didn't tell us about it. You made a commitment. You decided not to deliver on it. You see what I'm saying? If you got a carrier like that, cut them loose. Get yourself another carrier. All right? I'm just telling you. That's my opinion. That's what I do. That's what I do. If I can't depend on the carrier, and then the carrier depend on me to send him no good loads. Plain and simple. All right? This is a two-way street. If he's depending on me to find and see him good freight, I'm depending on him to pick up and deliver that good freight. If I can't depend on him, I know he needs him looking to depend on me. All right? Okay. Next question is, what is a hopper load? Hopper load is those loads that's running some type of bushels, like peanut, like those loads. You see those, here, let me show it to you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me show you what a hopper load looks like. This is what a hopper load looks like. Let's go to good old Google. Now, y'all know there's a little search engine out there called Google. That if you want to know something, if you want to see what something looks like, you just go and just put in, you go ask Google whatever it is you're looking for. If you're looking for H-O-P-P, hopper, H-O-P-P, hopper loads, hopper freight. And you go to image. You go to Google. You put in image. These are hopper loads. These are hoppers. These are hoppers. These are hoppers. If you got a truck that's loading a hopper load, you just put in hopper truck loads. Put in good old hopper truck loads. Hopper truck. And this is what a hopper looks like. See this right here? These stuff like this. That's where you got these big things that over the top, and they put the stuff down in there. Then when they go to unload stuff, they pull over a little platform down, hit the bottom, got a little chute that opens up and stuff out. Wheat, barley, grain, anything like that can be loaded up in these trucks, because it has to be sealed, pressurized with wheat, barley, grain, rice, anything like that. Anything that can be dumped out of these big bins into almost like a tanker almost, but it's not quite a tanker. It's called hoppers. Those are hopper loads.
Is it hard to find loads for them, like expedited?
Not necessarily. It's just certain areas where they're going to be concentrated. Midwest, up around, you got some places that's up around Midwest area that moves a lot of hopper freight. Places that produces wheat, grain type products, bushels type stuff, some peanuts, stuff like that. But those are hopper loads. Okay? All right. But that is a hopper load. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. I got a lot of stuff open. We're going to close out truckloads because we're done with that. All right, we're done with that training for the day. We're done with that. We're done with that. We're done with that. All right. We're getting ready to shut this down here. Yep, we got about 10 minutes. We got to be out of here in 10 minutes anyway. Kenmore, what is Hopper? We got that. Hopper breaks down. Just exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to bring this to a close. We got about 5 minutes. We got to get up out of here for the next group to come in. We're gonna go shoot some pool. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but we're gonna go shoot a little pool. You know. Man, is it raining? Well, the weather got kind of bad on us out here. I thought we were gonna hang out by the pool, but that's a no-go. But but I want to thank you all for joining us again. Now remember, starting next week, this week from here on out, we're gonna be training on different load boards every week. We're gonna do a different load board training every week. So get y'all acclimated with all these load boards, and we're gonna be adding new load boards this week. So be on the lookout for it. We're still getting some of you all updates on your websites, on embedding the links. We had a lot going on this week, so we had to put that on hold. But we are going to double down on that this week and get those links in for those websites. I got the information on you all who have sent in your website. For those new people, if you have a website, send us your links to the website along with your extension. Tell us your company name and your extension and your website address. Send that over to dispatch@rbbstransport.com. Send it over as an update. But make sure you put in the title, profile website update, so that we can add your website to your profile. That way, when people go onto our website, go to you all's website at the National Network of Dispatchers, they can click on your name and take them directly to your website. I want to thank you all again for joining us. I want to thank our guest, Mr. Anthony Hopkins. Adam Hopkins. Why did I say Anthony? Oh, he's an actor, right? Yeah. That would be something if we had Anthony Hopkins here. Mr. Adam Hopkins. I want to thank him for showing up today live in our studio. He can tell you we got an impressive studio here. So I want to thank him for showing up and gracing us with his presence. And he is a prospective student. This is his first experience with us live. So he's close by. So you all probably seeing more of him and everything. We're going to be working closely together with him. But again, I thank you all. I appreciate you all for tuning in. For those of you who are new and who haven't joined our platform, again, we have a one-time $299 enrollment fee. And after that, our students have zero out-of-pocket expense. We provide everything else. And we are on the giveaway system. And after that, we are on the split joint commission agreement. Thanks again. Next week, same bat channel, same bat time. Y'all have a good day. Bye now.